Van Gogh, Monet, Vermeer, Gauguin. If these names mean anything to you, then congratulations, you know the immense impact that artists have on society. But if these names mean anything to you, you also know the great stigma that is attached to being an artist. That's right, starvation. But are you destined to live a life of poverty when you choose a career as an artist? I think not. In this video, we are going to absolutely crush the myth of the starving artist, and I'm going to expose 5 myths that keep you from pursuing a career in the creative arts. Let's go. You can't get paid to do art. Well, I gotta tell you, this is absolutely untrue. There are over 150 careers for artists, from advertisement design, book illustration, stock photo selling, museum curating, website building, and even underwater photography. There's this misconception that you have to be super passionate about your creative arts job to do well. And this isn't necessarily the case. For example, let's just say you were a plumber and you're called in to fix a toilet. Do you have to be passionate to fix that toilet? No, it's just your job. It's the exact same thing with creative art careers. Whatever you choose to do, that's your job, and you don't necessarily have to be passionate about it, but you're hired to do the work, so you just do it. And you don't always have to be super excited. Now, of course, it is really great when you are excited to do whatever career that you're in, but we all have our bad days, and maybe you have a project in your art career that you don't like for a certain period of time, and that's fine. You can still do your own personal artwork separate from your job. I also wanted to point out how important art careers are for our entire economy in the US. The US Bureau of Economic Analysis reports that arts and cultural production account for over $919.6 billion in the US. This makes up 4.3% of our economy and 5.2 million jobs. Art and cultural industries are also ranked the second highest earning component in the US, right after retail. You have to be highly talented to have a successful creative art career. Many perceive art careers to require high levels of talent, something that is really hard to quantify. But art careers are just as skill-focused as other occupations such as scientists, doctors, and educators. The more skilled you are, the better you're going to be able to do at your job. And skill comes through years of practice and experience. And the great thing about many creative arts jobs is that you don't need to be an expert or even one of the best to get started. In many cases, you don't even need a degree. Evidence of your past experience, such as a well-rounded portfolio and work samples, will get you hired just as much as a degree, especially in freelance work. So don't be afraid to just start with the basic skills and learn as you go. Art jobs don't pay well. Well, actually, the Bureau of U.S. Labor Statistics says that fine arts and craft careers are expected to grow by 14% between 2020 and 2030. The median annual income pay as of 2020 is $49,120 a year, with an average pay of $23 an hour. And this is pretty good considering that the average annual income for 2019 was $51,916 and the median annual income was $34,248 in the US. No one will buy your art brands ever! Well, this is just low self-esteem talking. If you want to sell your own art products and services, all you need is a good foundation in marketing and advertising. Don't try to sell art that you like. Figure out what other people like to buy related to art and make it for them. Just make sure that you bring an original touch to the art that you're selling so that you stand out from other creators. Many artists make a living off of selling paintings, digital prints, and more. It's definitely possible as long as you're willing to put in the work and be patient with the results. Art education is too expensive. Well, of course it is if you're going to one of the top and most expensive art schools in the US. Schools like CalArts, Pratt Institute, MICA, SCAD, Ringling, or SAIC. These brand name schools are the equivalent of Harvard, Yale, and Stanford in the art world. It may be better to look at the art programs that your community colleges and your state colleges provide to get the best financial aid. These days, you can even go to YouTube or other online courses to get the training that you need. I actually talked about my own personal experience choosing an art school. If you want to go check out that video for more of my advice on that. Alright artists, I hope that this video has exposed the main myths that keep so many people from pursuing creative art careers. So the next time your mom or your dad or whoever asks you what you're doing with your life, you can say, I'm gonna be creative and I'm gonna get paid well to do it. Keep dreaming big, keep living bold, and keep on creating. I'll see you next time.